But when you can do that, you can cover in the back end. You got great safety play in the back. I think even though they've lost Derrick Henry, and that's a huge blow, when you can play great defense and offensively you can still score points, I think they're going to win this football game.
They should win this football game. They've got 6 straight wins now. Better yet, they're seeking this 6th straight win, longest win total this year for them. And so when you look at where they're at defensively, they've gotten better, much like Rob said from a year ago. But they've also gotten better just over time on the offensive side of the ball, pushing the ball down the field with not having Derrick Henry in the lineup. If they want to win this division, this is a must. Don't stumble up on it. But on the flip side of things, the New Orleans Saints got to try to figure out how to win this game. Because if they don't,
they got defense too, by the way.
They're going to fall right back behind everybody else with the Carolina Panthers signing a Cam Newton. They certainly feel like they got a chance in the division to possibly steal one of those 6, 7 card or wild card spots in the NFC. So it's a big game for both of them, but I'm taking the Titans.
I guess I'll take the Titans by a little because they're at home. Kamara can do his thing. They're missing your nephew. Like Michael Thomas not being there is a big blow to them. Obviously, not having the starting quarterback.
I don't know about Alvin Kamara because he hasn't practiced.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see.
It amazes me what the Titans have done on defense. Going into this season, it's like, boy, that is an awful defensive team. And just now they're one of the best defensive teams it looks like in the game. It's crazy.
In this matchup, especially with the Browns having issues with their running back position and having to have their third string guy out there, this has the outlook for me of Baker having a long day, the Patriots having a great defensive scheme, taking away what they do best, running the football, putting them in long down and distances, which they don't do well at. So I think the Patriots win big in this matchup.
Yeah, the Patriots should win this football game going away in Foxborough. Baker Mayfield hobbled, got some injury issues going on. No running game like Rob talked about. No Nick Chubb in the lineup as of right now. That is problematic. Plus, what the Patriots like to do on defense, they play a lot of man-to-man coverage. And they like the pressure. And when you bring that pressure to Baker Mayfield, who can't run around, then now imagine what's going to happen.
I like the Patriots too, and this is the game, I think, that there are certain moments in sports that no one really talks about, but they change everyone's perception of the world, right? Patriots get to, what would it be, 6-4, right? Yep. By beating the Browns. All of a sudden, the whole outlook for the Patriots is going to be different.
The Cowboys better win this game, or else it's going to be a big problem, especially last week, how they looked flat and they weren't able to turn it on against Denver. If they lose this game, I mean, it's going to be insane. People are going to be just going crazy on this team. Was supposed to be a Super Bowl team. Everyone was talking about Dak and how he's going to lead the Cowboys to the Super Bowl. If they lose 2 in a row, it's going to be trouble in Dallas.
Just go back to last year, Rob and Max, and think about the Cowboys when they played the Falcons. The Cowboys stole a victory based on a botched onside kick, and the Falcons players didn't jump on it, and they got that victory because of it. Last night I was with Jerry Jones and had a conversation with him about the debacle that they had last week against the Denver Broncos, and one of the things that he said to me is the overconfidence. He was like, Key, we came out there, I talked to the coaches, I talked to Dak Prescott, and we just felt like we had this one unwrapped in the bag. They looked ahead too far, and they've got to now answer the call and be able to say to themselves, regroup. They're playing a Falcons team, like you said. Matty Ice is playing really, really well. He was thawed out, now he's getting frozen again. And so this will be a big test for them, especially if they want to try to contend to get that first-round bye.
I think this is a close game. I do like the Cowboys to win because I think Dak will be motivated to do a little something extra in the moment of truth, but I'm glad you reminded me of last year. That was the weirdest play, one of the weirdest plays I've ever seen. I understand someone having a brain freeze. 5 dudes had the same brain freeze at the same time? No one jumped. Like, that was the weirdest thing.
When you don't know the rules, you screw it up.
Sometimes, too, like you go over things in practice so many times, and usually in practice it's like, oh, yeah, we got it. We got it.
We got it.
And then in the game, it almost looks like you're in practice. Until the end of the season, I just feel like I'm just going to ride with the Chiefs just because I have to. I don't know.
To the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, by the way, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I'm not ready to put them in the Super Bowl just yet, but I certainly think that based on a lot of recent things that have gone on with the Las Vegas Raiders, that they continue to try to come out of these things. The signing of Deshaun Jackson helps them in the long stretch game, get the ball downfield clearly, but it's something about Kansas City and the division coming back to them, and they know it. They know where the Raiders are. They know where the Chargers are, the Denver Broncos. Everybody in the division is 5-3 or 5-4. And so they've got to go into Las Vegas, a team that usually have their number. I don't know that they'll have their number this time around, and I think Patrick Mahomes is sick and tired of watching everybody talk negative about his play.
Look, I'm with Rob. Nick, I'm with you. I just believe in the Chiefs. I've seen it too many times. And Mahomes and the Chiefs, a lot of times early in the season, are winning close games. This year, they were losing those games. And the bottom line is offensive lines, brand new one, take time to gel. And Spagnuolo defenses, I can tell you as a Giants fan, started out the year looking ugly, but by the end of the year, usually they've gotten a lot better. I just believe in the Chiefs.
Aaron Rodgers can probably just walk out on the field and throw the ball 50 yards into a basket. Like, I don't think that that's going to be an issue. And then on the flip side of that, you look at Seattle, Russell Wilson coming back from his finger injury. How is he going to be, missing multiple games? He hasn't just missed one game. So I'm going with the Packers in this matchup. Again, I feel like this is a must-win for the Packers. They were riding high. Then they lose last week. If they lose 2 games in a row, this could probably be an issue here where if they look back and they say, listen, we lost Rodgers. We lose 2 games in a row. That sidetracked the season for us. And, they got to bounce back. They got to win this football game.
With or without Aaron Rodgers in the lineup, I think the Green Bay Packers at home against Seattle. Seattle traveling all the way to Green Bay. Russell Wilson hadn't been in the lineup much. They've struggled in recent history to go to Green Bay and win football games. And this is the second time around for a young quarterback in Jordan Love who wants to obviously show people he can play in the National Football League. Things will slow down for him the second game opposed to what the Kansas City Chiefs were able to do to him. Now you understand who he is as a player, as a coaching staff. You can now tailor the offensive situation more toward his skill set and less toward Aaron Rodgers, who's probably not going to play for you.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.